Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a multi-layered Octo tailed boutique bow. So I'm going to show you how everything you need first, and I've already got one piece ready because obviously we don't want to watch me for hours. So what you'll need is your glue gun, your fabric scissors to cut the ribbon. Excuse that was me dropping my glue gun. 1.5 inch ribbon, 1 inch ribbon, your light teak seal of your oil ribbon, your extra strength thread, or you can use pearl thread or upholstery thread, and your needle to sew later, some dress pins to hold things in place, some bonding tape. This is just basic hemming tape you use, you know, if the hem of your trousers fall down or something like that. It's not very expensive. Your clip to attach your bow to, and your tape measure. And we will need 4 pieces times 70 centimeters for this one. And as you can see, I've already got one bound and I've got my creases all in that one ready. So, and I use hair straighteners for this. Some people use mini irons, but like I said, I use whatever is at hand, and I've also got my 9mm coordinating, and I put all my measurements in the description below for you as well. Ready there. So as you can see, I've got my second piece of 70 centimeters, and I've not done anything with them yet. So I've got this 1 inch one, and this is 1.5, and what I do to make sure they're centered is both ends do a little pinch, that end, and that end, just so I can see where the centre is, so when we guide everything together it stays all the same all the way along. I know some people also use double-sided sticky tape, but like I said, it's personal preferences, whatever works best for you and whatever you've got access to. Now what we're doing is we are essentially fixing the 2 ribbons together, so when we build the bow nothing's going to slip or move, and it's firmly fixed and there's not going to be any issues. Let's just put that to one side for a second so you can see what I'm doing. So what I then do is I take my heat bond tape. As you can see, this is a really thin version. It's probably one of the cheapest ones that you can get. I get it for £1 from Hobbycraft in the UK. It's really good for stitching through because, like I said, it still bonds the ribbons together, but it is not so thick that you can't stitch through easily, which is the other reason why I like this. So what you do is you run that for the whole length of your 70 centimeters, do a little bit extra for you to trim down. As you can see, same length as my ribbons now. And excuse me because it's tricky to, so do just a little bit over that first ribbon, and then I use my 2 crease marks like so, and then I use a dress pin just to hold this in place like that, and then make sure that your tape's directly underneath. You can't see it. If you can see it like this, then you need to be moving it behind like so. Keep it centered, and what I do is about 1/4 of the way down I'll put another pin in, and again keep making sure it's underneath, that you've got equal on each side. Pull it nice and tight so it's against that other ribbon, like so, completely behind, and again another pin, and we keep going all the way down, nice and tight against the other ribbon. again about 1/4 of the way, pin, and then like I said, use your last one, make sure it's still lined up, use that to guide, put your pin through there, and I've already got my hair straighteners on and heated. That will be in a minute. I was going to cut that little bit of excess off there, move that out of the way. Right, and then I start from one end, and what I do is I go from pin to pin, and then once it's all settled you go over the whole thing all together. Okay, I'm going to do it so you can see, and I lift it onto my straighteners like so, and then you can go, when you're doing it, make sure it doesn't shift or move, because we don't want that. As much as possible, we want it as even as you can possibly make it on the whole. Okay. And that did slip a little bit, so I'm just going to, this is why we do it in sections as well. Relay that down straight. There we go, that's better. Okay. Next bit. Keep as steady as you can as well to keep your ribbon even. Okay, and we can take that pinpoint out. And then we can go from this pin straight to that one and keep going to the last one. And then take all the pins out. What you do from the top, to your bottom, and then I do exactly the same a second time. So that it's all bound nice and tight. Like I said, if you do make a mistake, if you lift it straight away and then reseal it down, you won't have any issues. No one's a perfect maker all of the time. And then I'm just going to move my straighteners out of the way. You can go behind me. And I'm just going to slightly trim the ends just a little bit to get rid of that little bit of mess. Move that out of the way. And then we heat seal that end. And we do exactly the same this end. Just trim off that little bit of excess. Make sure that both layers are lined up. Like so. Heat seal that. Now the more you practice this, the better you will be at getting everything evenly lined up throughout the whole piece of ribbon. It's sometimes easier to do with smaller versions as well, but you can do this with any ribbon, any style. This is just the easiest way to do it. And this is the tailed Octo bow in the 1.5. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our ruler, we want to go 10 centimetres, and I fold it over like so, so that the plain coloured side is that way. And then you pinch it to crease like so. And then fold that like that. And then what I do is put a little pinch there and heat it just so I can see the crease, like that. And then you bring your end this side, so you end your tail to there. and fold your middle from that section. And I do exactly the same as I've just done to that tailed piece. You fold that in half again and do a little crease, because this is where we're going to guide our centres to. And then, got the centre here, we're going to fold this one up to here, like so. And then take that side, this is tail piece, you bring it up to that crease where the tail starts. And then press these two together. And you'll have this. So you've got this side, this bit with your tail. And I'm doing a nice pink toned version, as you can see. We've already got the other piece ready. We've done exactly the same thing. Bound the two colours together, exactly the same way, creased everything exactly the same manner. So, what we do, I always start with the tail side, always. And this one, where we've done the crease both ways, is the centre. And we're going to take the centre that we made on the tail and use that as a guide to get your pieces lined up like this. And then pin like so. Now this is a bit where people tend to go wrong. If you go like this, it's going to throw off your loops, because this loop is now much shorter than that loop by 5 centimeters. So what you want to do is, this side we've only gone halfway across, so this bit only needs to come halfway across, like so. Okay, and again, move your pin, pop it so it's like so. And what you can do, so if you do it this way, like this, you can fold in half, and you will see where your creases that you put in at the beginning, they've lined up and they are even both sides. Okay, so when we bring them into the middle, the loops are going to be accurate. So you bring that crease there so it comes to that corner, like so, and then this crease you bring over the other one so it's lined up against there. And what you want to do is have that against that corner. Okay, and then take a second pin and pin that 3 layers, and you will have this look. And we'll repeat the whole process exactly again. Start at your tail, use your tail to go over your centre, pin through, take your tail end from this side, go round, make sure it's only half over again, pin through all your layers, fold it in half, make sure your creases line up correctly, over like so, so that's that triangle, over your crease again on that side, make sure that's lined up with that triangle that side, and pin, okay, and again we've got a second, and they both look exactly the same before we've added our stitches in. And what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to look for the pin in the bow. I'm going to take them out before we stitch so that we don't have any trouble. And what we want to do is we want one tail this side and this tail to come down like this. So we're going to stitch in this way and come out at that point. And I've got my needle and thread done, and I've already tied off my thread. And we're going to come in directly at this point here. We're going to go in from above. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't be afraid to use your desk. 5, and the 6th one we want to be coming up through that point there, like so. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't look very even to me, so I'm just going to take that out and even that out, because the more even you are, the better the bow will sit overall. There we go, that is better. So in, 1, 2, out, and then you can pull that through, as you can see. In, 1, 2, out, on the back is 1, 2, 3. And again, we're going to start right on that point here. We're going to go from above, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out on that crease, that point there. And what I like to do when I've got them here is, before I pull everything together, is get them so that they're both sat like this, because in that way I can make sure the loops touch each other like this, so when they cinch they sit as they should. Easy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, don't worry about it looking at like a mess at the minute. And what I always do is I go backwards and wrap round once, twice, get it as tight as possible. And this is why you want extra strength, because cotton would have snapped already. Nice and tight like so. Keep going. And there we go. Once we've done it as enough that we think it's nice and secure, stitch off in the back however you feel most comfortable. There we go. And then what we do is we play around with our loops. Because like I said, this is a boutique. And the idea is to keep adjusting them until you're exactly happy with how they all sit. And you can see the shape before I've got my centre on. And I am also go like this in each loop. Like so. There you go. Take this off. And I like a nice curved tail. So which way am I going to go today? I'm going to curve up this one. And again with tails, you can do whatever you want. You could keep them straight, you can curve them, you can put spikes in them. It's whatever shape that you like best. Heat seal it, whatever you do. And I'm going to curve down on this one. Like so. And heat seal that side. Like so. I'm just going to adjust that side. Just a little bit. There we go. And then I have got my clip, and I've got this nice bright pink matching. I'm just going to put a touch of glue here, and that's going to go on the back. And as you can see, your loops should all point up like so. This is why we refer to them as octopuses, because they do look like octopuses from the back and from the front. Okay, so we're going to do the clip right across there. Just a touch of glue there. There we go. Line that up with your centre. Like that. We're going to heat seal the end of our 9mm. Drop a glue there. Open the clip. Line that up with your centre again where your threads all wrap round. And I always wrap at least twice. And these tend to be quite chunky, thicker middles because of how much ribbon you've got. So open your clip. Like I said, get this as tight as humanly possible. Like so. Cut the excess off. And then I want a drop of glue just there. And then open our clip. Remove that little bit of excess glue, don't want anyone to see that. And then, like I said, again, don't be afraid to adjust until you are happy with everything. And when you are happy with everything, like I said, you're happy with this, the way placements of your loops are, and that all of them are how you want them to sit. Like so. What I do is, this is my hairspray box. On the side. Flip it over, and this is Chronix Tesco Max Hold Hairspray, 24-hour humidity resistant quick dry, and it does quick dry. It doesn't smell too bad compared to some of them as well. And I will leave that in my little basket to dry out. Won't take very long at all. And that is how you do a layered tailed octobow in the 1.5 inch ribbon. Thank you for watching, I do appreciate it. I'm also over on Facebook, so if you want to join me or you need any more helps or tips on anything, or you want more explanation on anything, feel free to pop over there and ask me. And please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell icon to be notified when I release new videos. It is normally on a Monday and a Friday, but at the moment I do them whenever I feel like it. So thank you for watching again, bye!